And when you come down pit road, you've got 70 seconds to get all your work done. As long as you do that, you maintain your running position. More on that as we go forward. The green flag is out. We're racing at Mid-Ohio.
We saw how aggressive Ty Gibbs was yesterday in the ARCA race. He wanted to get to the lead. It's so much easier to lead one of these races than trying to.
Oh man, Noah Gragson.
Yeah, his nose is off. And look at all the smoke from 9 car of Noah Gragson. That's first corner trouble right there.
And what's incredible, and I said he's a good road racer, but I feel like every time we go to a road course this season, he has trouble, and now we've got the 17 of Cody Ware around in the keyhole. Like your thought there, and you mentioned 2 starts this year, came from deep in the field for a top 10 at Daytona back in February. Under green as we start lap 5.
Funny how they're able to tidy things right up when they know how much trouble lies just off the course there, isn't it?
Justin versus Justin with an assist from Allmendinger. Move Haley up into the top 5. And maybe the 16's going to get 2 for 1.
A great move right there by Allmendinger.
That reminds me a little bit of what we saw last summer at Indianapolis on a late restart. Really nice work by the 16 who jumps into the top 5. Here's the restart with 13 to go, stage 1.
You know, you talked about Ty Gibbs learning, Jamie. He's got a couple of these restarts. This will be valuable later in the race to make sure he understands exactly what moves the leader is going to pull.
Yeah, you're just trying so hard to stay on the right rear quarter of that car in front of you. See, looks like he's going to pull out, try to make a move right here.
It's the transfer to those guys around him, but the focus right now, no doubt on the 16. He is there, James.
Yeah, AJ's definitely a little bit better, and you see he's trying to get to the inside here of Cindric. And look, when you give a couple of those little bumps, that's like, look, I'm better than you. When I get beside you, you need to let me go. As you see, Cindric didn't race him real hard right there. He knows that AJ's car is just a little bit better than his at this point in the race.
And if he gets it going, it really probably works out okay for him, right? Because if there's no damage, they're just going to have to pit once under the caution. Green and white checkered flag is out. And the opening stage is going to go to A.J. Allmendinger. Second is Austin Cindric. Haley, Burton, and Allgaier, the top 5 for A.J. It's his 3rd stage win of the year. You come in, you can take either tires or fuel. You can't do both. So the pit stop looks a little different in that regard. And you have much more time, 70 seconds to get all your work done under caution. Here we go once again from Mid-Ohio.
All right, Michael, when I get to turn 1, what am I not going to do?
Run off the road.
Not going to run wide for sure. We've seen 2 guys do it today.
And that's a pretty safe approach for the front row through turn 1. They all make it. Andy Lally up in that 2nd row. It's cool to see Andy up front. Myatt Schneider with a good run as well early.
Typically that just helps the car turn a little bit better. But Michael, what I'm seeing is that, you know, AJ's car just looks like it doesn't give up as much as Ty's is right now.
You know, AJ, oh, there's the caution flag. Just to elaborate on AJ's setup.
Just unfolding exactly the way they anticipated it would, maybe other than the fact that he hasn't led every single lap as they would have hoped. But it is a fuel stop only here. Clean the grill, just a little bit of debris on the front. Got plenty of time, and then look for him to come back and get tires at the end of this stage.
You could put tires here because we're under caution.
Maybe he can grab some stage points too, Adam. He's not too far out of the top 10.
Front row, Gibbs and Allmendinger.
A great restart by Ty Gibbs. Was able to launch and get in front of AJ. He's going to hope that Hemrick can hold him up just a little bit on the exit of 2 here. And he's going to have to defend when they get down to the keyhole, because you know that AJ is going to be super aggressive driving down in here.
Another super aggressive driver is Justin Haley in the 11, and here comes AJ and Haley to the inside. Ty Gibbs' team put him on pit road for 50.62 seconds.
Wow.
Just 0.6 of a second to the good. AJ went down and off in 47, like you said, Jamie, so you just can't make that mistake.
Colleague going to sweep the stages. Stage 1 goes to A.J. Allmendinger. Stage 2 to teammate Justin Haley. 20 to go as we begin the final stage at Mid-Ohio.
When you look in the back, you'll see a car 3 and 4 wide pretty much anytime we glance back that way. That's A.J. Allmendinger.
I love a little side-by-side on FS1 because you miss nothing. And, boy, there's been a whole lot going on in this race. Maya Snyder, Ty Gibbs, the wrestling match continues.
Great battle there with Ty Gibbs and Ryan Sieg. The thing that the Kaulig cars are really good at is braking. We've watched it with Jeff Burton. We saw it with Justin Haley. Obviously, AJ is always good at braking, but it seems to me like that's where they have improved the most over the competition.
Preston Pardis off track in the 90. Will he get going? Or
AJ Allmendinger wants a caution.
Right yes, now. He does.
Yes. What about Brett Moffitt? He gets inside of Snyder now. He's going to go to work on Sieg.
Got an 11-second lead right now. It sounded to me like he was doing a little bit of short shifting, Michael, and obviously lifting a little early.
You know what I think's interesting, though, Jamie? He needs to burn one lap off. You know, just maybe run a 87.50 like AJ Allmendinger does, just so he knows it's in the car.
Now this might bring the yellow. Jeff Burton.
Is that Myrtle Beach?
This is
that is a caution.
Actually,
there's no doubt he's stuck right now.
That's
guys.
Not sand, as Jamie pointed out to me earlier.
That is gravel.
It's gravel.
That is gravel. Yeah, or kitty litter.
Now the stadium trucks that were running here earlier today, they could drive right through that. An Xfinity car, not so much. And there is our 6th caution
Austin
of the day.
And there goes AJ 3 wide.
3 wide to the inside, Gibbs in the middle. And it's AJ Allmendinger through to the lead. What a pass on the restart by Dinger. And trouble for Cindric, who's off track. Michael, our 7th of the day, Chris Wright, Alex LeBay among those off track. LeBay drives away out of the gravel.
Tell what happened here. There's Wright and Brandon Jones off the curb into Chris Wright, and somebody's going to run into him.
Yeah, and it looked like Brandon Jones just got up on the curb, and it'll shoot the car out, and then, you know, there's nowhere for these other guys to go as you see Chris Wright spinning around.
We go.
All right, Ty Gibbs will be on the outside. He's going to try to hold AJ Allmendinger tight to the inside here as they go into turn 1.
It's overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
I'm going to be interested to see if Justin Haley makes it all the way around for a lap with that damage to the right and left front.
And also keep an eye on Austin Cindric, 24th. The report we got felt good about the damage. Can he come back for a solid finish after getting those tires?
Andy Lally along with Miguel Paludo.
Yeah, Andy's going to be mad at himself. He dropped the right front off on the exit of turn 13 that cost him 3 or... Oh! Big contact with Riley Herbst and Miguel Paludo.
A caution here would end the race because the leader has taken the white flag. We'll see what happens as now Herbst goes around. Since it's the final lap, I would say they're going to let him race back. Allmendinger starting to pull away. And what a comeback it would be for Allmendinger.
What if you told Matt Kaulig his winning car is going to look like that, and second place is going to look like Haley's does?
I can't wait to hear what AJ says when he gets out of the car. He's going to be super pumped. It'll be a great interview with Allmendinger here.
What a comeback for AJ Allmendinger. 2nd win of the year, 2nd time he's done it at Mid-Ohio.
Michael Shank up there in the middle of that celebration.